Today I'm going to show you how to get sales calls for completely free. I have some strategies to get lead lists for free, and I have 6 different strategies that I use to get sales calls for completely free. Now the first thing is lead lists. You obviously need a list of emails or phone numbers to reach out to so that you can actually get them on the sales call with you. And so what I'm going to show you, it's not going to be as good as if you actually use a paid tool like Apollo or Seamless AI or Leads Gorilla. I have plenty of videos on different lead scraping tools that I use personally, and also videos on how to get leads for free, but I'm going to show you right here some really cool ways. And actually, honestly, you don't really need those paid tools. You can get pretty high quality data without paying for anything if you're just getting started. So first thing is open directories. There's websites like realtor.com that will let you filter your audience and find people instantly, find their phone numbers or emails, and you can scrape them using Instant Data Scraper. So Instant Data Scraper is this Chrome extension I'm going to show you right here. It's pretty simple. It looks like a Pokemon ball. You add it to Chrome, and I'll show you this website. I have realtor.com. This is just real estate agents, and I looked up Dayton, Ohio. You have ratings, recommendations, pricing, how much their average price costs are for each home, whatever. A whole bunch of filters that they have, and you can scroll through. We have their phone numbers, how much they make per house, right? How many houses they've sold, their reviews, all this stuff, right? It's pretty amazing. So now I can just use Instant Data Scraper, and it'll automatically scrape that data for me. It automatically gets the emails, the phone numbers, and everything I need, the company that they work for, their reviews, all that stuff, how much they make per house. It just scrapes all the data that's right here for me, right? And then I can have it click next and go to the next person, the next person, the next person. It'll scrape all of them for me, and we can add it to a CSV, an Excel file, or we can just put it into Google Sheets. So that's pretty cool. That's one way, right? So we can find, this is just one example as a website, realtor.com. There's several different directories, several different places where you can find things like this, where you can just look up plumbing companies. Yelp will show you all the plumbing companies, show you their emails and their phone numbers. Sometimes they won't show you all the data that you'll need, and so there's other options that we can do. So next thing we can do is look up niche, list, and then the state. Cool? On Google. And we'll be able to find directories and documents, usually that the state uploads. So for example, I'm going to show you this website here. I just looked up contractors in Ohio list, right? And I click on this. It is a PDF. It automatically downloads this PDF. I open the PDF. This is crazy. I have this 300-page list, 381-page list, about 10 people per page, with the business name, the location, the owner's name, a phone number, and an email. I don't know if you can see this. I'll try to zoom in for you. All that information, right? And there's hundreds and hundreds. And also, I think it helps me. It's demolition companies. So it's kind of filtered that way too. So scroll down. Let's see if I can find a different type of company. General contractors. Boom. Isn't that crazy? Let's see. Still general contractors. Let's scroll all the way down. Let's see if there's anything else. Plumbing companies. Crazy, right? So we have thousands and thousands and thousands of general contractors completely free that Ohio gives to you, right? The state of Ohio gives this to you for free rather than paying $100 a month for some scraping software. Pretty cool. Another example, I just looked up car dealership list, Florida, right? List of licensed car dealers. List of franchises and service facility dealers. Click on this, and we have this massive list of, I think it's over 1,000 people, right? So 1,699 companies. It has the county, the dealer name, location, address. If I scroll over this way here, we have phone numbers and we have emails. Completely free, online. Don't have to pay $1 for it. You can also use Instant Data Scraper on something like this. Boom. Oh, I guess not. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We'll do show 100 entries. There we go. All right. Catches all the data for us. We can save it as a CSV. Easy ways, bro. Easy, easy, easy. Another way is Facebook business page. You can look up just whatever your target market is. I just looked up plumber here. You can go to pages or places on the side here, and you can look up a location. So I can look up Dayton, Ohio, Miami, Florida, whatever. So I just have plumbers here, boom, their phone number right there. This next time, boom, phone number, email, location, right? All that right there, right? We can just scrape it. Now there are certain tools that allow you to scrape it faster rather than you having to do this one by one, going into each individual one, finding all that data. There's a tool I use called Leads Gorilla. Now it's paid, you have to pay for it, but it's just doing the same thing for you, except it's just automating it, so you have a whole list right there. So another way is just a Google search. So you can just do a Google search of your niche and then just add, in quotations, @gmail.com, or maybe even your area code. So I'll show you an example. I looked up roofing at gmail.com, and if I do a Control F to do find, I know you can't really see that up top, but I'm just going to look up at Gmail. And you see all the things here that highlighted at Gmail right there, so at Gmail. So now we have all these emails. Boom. Another email, another email, another email, another email, right? So we have all these emails that we can scrape from. We can also do an area code. So I'm going to do my area code 937, roofing 937. And then I'm going to do a Control F again and just look up 937. And we have 937, 937, right? We have the phone numbers, boom, boom, boom. Phone numbers, easy, right? You can also obviously just look it up on Google My Business, and we have the phone numbers within here as well. So you can just call them directly from here. Sometimes though, calling these numbers directly from Google, a lot of times they're VoIP numbers, they're landline numbers, they're not like the personal cell phone number of the owner. I noticed that when you're scraping from Facebook right here, usually these phone numbers are a little higher quality. Usually they're the actual mobile phone number of the owner themselves, because usually the owner set up this profile and everything. So that's just what I found. Cool. And probably I haven't tested this data, right, or anything on here, but this is data from the state. So they probably put their personal phone number on here if they're giving it to the state, you know. All right. That's how you scrape lead lists. Now, to get sales calls, I'm not going to go too much into messaging. I'm going to show you a few messages. I have several other videos on how to message people and all that jazz. You can watch my other videos. The main thing I'm going to show you is just the partnership copy, basically just saying, hey, I want to see if you're open to a partnership. The whole goal with messages, make it look real. Don't make it look like a robot. Don't look like an advertisement. And always do the end result within the message. So talk about the end result that you're providing for them. Don't beat around the bush. Don't build rapport. Cool? All right. Now, we're going to go into email. So I'm going to go into probably like the least effective to the more effective strategies. But email still works really well. You'll have a low reply rate, but we can get a ton of responses if we can do the right type of email. So we can have a much higher reply rate if we do this right. So the first thing we need to do is you need to warm up your email account. Now there are free ways of warming up your email account. I'm using this tool called Mistrika. You can get a free account on Mistrika. Warming up your email account, basically what that means is all you're doing is you're sending emails to other email addresses. They're sending emails back to you so that it looks human, right? So Google is constantly checking, or Outlook, whatever, all the email platforms are constantly checking to see if you're spamming, right? So if you just sent if you created an email account today and you sent 500 emails the same day, they're like, okay, this person's probably fake and it's probably a fake email. So then they'll shut that email account down. Or they'll even they won't tell you that you're going to spam, but you'll just start going to spam. So no one's ever going to really see your emails. So if you're warming up the email account, basically, there are certain platforms like this tool right here, Mistrika, which it'll take your email, it'll send emails from your email accounts, and it'll also receive emails from other email accounts. And so it'll look like very human activity. It does it automatically for you. Cool. So what you do is just click add email right here. This is just for this particular platform. There's also several other platforms that you can use. This is just one example. I'm not going to go too much into depth on how to do this, but click add email, put in your name, your email address, and then I'm going to do a Gmail account. If you're using a Gmail account, it shows you the steps on what you need to do. You need to create an app password. You click the app password here, add email account, and it'll start the email warming on your account. Pretty cool. Next thing we need to do is, obviously I've just showed you how to find emails, but we want to make sure that whatever email we send to, that it's a verified email address. We want to make sure that it's a real email because one, if it's not a real email, then we just wasted that time sending that email. And two, if it's a fake email, then there's a thing called an email bounce, right? So basically, if your email doesn't go to somebody, if it's a fake email address that you're sending to, it'll bounce back to you and it'll say, hey, this email is invalid. If you have a high bounce rate, if you're sending a lot of emails and a lot of them are bouncing back, then you will also start going to spam and your account can get shut down. So we don't want that, right? So to do that, there's free tools. Here's a free tool called verifyemailaddress.org, and we can verify the email address right here. So I found this guy right here. We have his email, boom, and I clicked on here, click verify now. Boom. And I'm not a robot. I have to do this stuff. Sorry. verify now, and we have boom. It seems to be valid, right? So all these check marks means that it's a valid email. It's good to go. It looks like it was made on Google. Right here it says Google. So it's a Gmail account. So we're good, right? So now we know this is a good one to send to, and it's not going to bounce for us. Awesome. So send the email with a personalized first line, and then paste your offer within partnership copy, right? So I'm going to show you some partnership copy. Here's an example I send. This guy had a YouTube channel. This is actually a good strategy. You can find people on YouTube and then tell them, you just kind of stroke their ego by saying, hey, David, I love your YouTube videos. You deserve a lot more views. I want to see if you're open to a partnership on something. I have a system to consistently get restaurants interested in my marketing services, but I can't take them on anymore. I wanted to see if you could take on some of these calls and sell them on your coaching services. Let me know if you're open to chat sometime this week. Thanks. Right. So I did a little research on him. I found out what he did. He targeted restaurants. He does a coaching program. And so that's why I sent this email. Very personalized to him. And it worked pretty well for me. This guy did respond, and I sent a couple of emails like that, and most of them responded. So the first line here is the personalization. And then basically, so we say, hey, I just saw your YouTube videos. I love what you're doing, right? And then we have, hey, I want to see if you're open to a partnership. And then you can kind of just copy and paste your partnership offer where you say, I want to see if you're open to a partnership. Let's just say we're reaching out to plumbers. Plumbers usually want more hot water heater repairs. We can say, we can help you get 10 hot water heater repairs this month if you want to partner up. Are you free to chat sometime this week? Can I call you at this number? Something like that, right? Cool. All right. So find something about them to personalize the message and make it about the end result that they want. So let's say, for example, the guy that we just found here, right? We have one Tom Plumber Dayton. We have his email. We have also his phone number. And he posted 18 hours ago his TikTok. Okay, cool. Let's look at his TikTok. Now, I did look at this a minute ago. I don't know what he's doing here or what it is. Sorry if you can, there we go. Sorry if it was loud. But I'm going to go to here. And I looked at some of these videos, right? And here's a video of him pulling out a dirty pair of underwear, right? And that's disgusting. Cool. Awesome. Great. So now I can send a message based on that. So what I can do is I can say, hey, I just saw your most recent TikTok on that dirty pair of underwear. That's disgusting, bro. Puke emoji, right? And then I say, I want to see if you're open to a partnership. I can bring you 10 people in Dayton, Ohio that are looking for a hot water heater repair. I wanted to see if you could take them on. Are you free to chat sometime this week? That's the whole email. Cool. So we have a personalized first line, looking for a partnership, making it easy to say yes. It doesn't sound like I'm selling anything. And it's what they want. They want more hot water heater repairs, right? Cool. All right. Here's another example. Hey, John, I love your most recent home remodel project that you posted on Facebook the other day. I want to see if you're open to a simple partnership. I've got a system to get consistent leads in Miami who are interested in remodeling projects. I want to see if you could take them on. Can I call you sometime this week, right? Can I call you at this number? Blah, 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 right? When you're doing this personalized messages, sometimes it's hard because you're spending a lot of time trying to find this information. Now, we found that information about this guy. He had a TikTok, whatever he posted recently, but sometimes it's kind of hard to find some of this information. With that, you might not be able to send as many emails as you want to, right? But you'll still get a higher response rate. So for example, I did this. I did an hour of sending emails. I sent 5 emails. It took me, let's say 12 minutes per email that I sent out. But I got 3 positive replies of people that were interested in wanting to hop on a call. One of the people that responded was this guy. And so it might take longer per email that you're sending. Obviously, we can try to speed it up as much as we can. But it will help you get much more positive replies, because if we send the automated emails like everybody else does, you're going to get a 1% response rate. So if we sent 100 of these emails just back to back, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, it would probably take us longer, and we'd only get one person responding. But if we have this personalized outreach approach, which takes a little more time, but out of 5 emails, get 3 responses, that's a 60% response rate. Pretty good. We also can stack our outreach. This is actually a crazy way to increase response rate. Now, I usually don't recommend doing this when you're doing automated outreach, but when you're doing manual outreach, this is well worth it, because usually you can find a couple pieces of information like their phone number, their email, their Facebook profile, and you can send messages on multiple platforms, stack the outreach to increase the amount of people that are responding. So for example, we have this guy's phone number here. I'm guessing this is a mobile phone number, and I can check that. There's several tools that you can use to check it. There's one called reverse phone lookup right here. So I'm going to copy this. I'll go to reverse phone lookup and paste that in there. Search, and it'll take a couple seconds. But I can send him a text saying, hey, I sent you an email, but I thought I would send you a text as well. and then just go into your partnership offer, right? And say the same thing. So we can text them on here and say, hey, I want to see if you're open to a partnership. I just sent you an email, but I thought I would send you a text as well. That works really well. When I used to do that, I would get crazy responses. I would get like a 30% response rate doing stuff like that. And you can also, it looks like he's active on this Facebook page, so we can click message right here and we can message him and we just say, hey, I just sent you an email. I thought I would send you a message on here as well. Or I just sent you a text. I thought you sent you a message on here as well. And we can also call him, right? Because now we have his number. So we can send him a text and then we can call him and say, hey, I just sent you a text. Thought I would call you. And then, go from there. We can keep stacking. So now, that one email that might have a reply, maybe, right? We can stack that into 4 different outreach methods, and we can increase our response rate dramatically, and it doesn't really take much time because we already wrote the message, and now we just have to say, hey, I sent you a message on this platform, wanted to send you a message on this platform, and then copy and paste. Want to see if you're open to a partnership. Sometimes I don't realize how good I am at this. All right, LinkedIn. We can search for our audience by using the keyword search, and then we want to use the title search to find owners and founders and CEOs. Let me show you what that means. So here I put in the keyword plumbing up top, and then you can go to all filters on the side here. I'm going to scroll all the way down, and my big head is in the way. I'm going to remove my head. You can see a title at the bottom here, owner, founder, CEO. I'm going to there we go. Owner, founder, CEO. And we have to do capital OR. Capital OR. You can also do capital OR, president, right? Show results. And so this will show us anyone with the title, owner, founder, CEO, or president. So we have 95,000 people here with the keyword plumbing. I also want to do location United States. Now we have 72,000. We can also, you can think of different things. We can also do plumber instead of plumbing. Sometimes that can change it. Now that reduces it a lot, so it looks like plumbing worked better. So we'll go back to plumbing. Boom. All right. So we got all these people we can reach out to. And you can connect with these people. Just click connect and then send them a note. Now, I usually don't recommend sending a note. But sometimes if we're doing this manually, where you're doing it one by one, the problem is you're not going to be able to know, who's connected with you, or like someone's, they accept your connection request, but then you forget, who you actually reached out to, all that stuff. So I recommend adding a note. And okay, this guy is president of plumbing. Let me make sure he's a good fit real quick. Plumbing and Heating Co. Why does everyone do plumbing and heating? All right, and he's in Cleveland, Ohio. So we can say something like, add a note. Hey, I wanted to see if you were open, okay, or not, you were open to a simple partnership. I can bring you 10 hot water heater repairs this month in Cleveland if you can take them on. All right. And you would fix all your grammar mistakes that you made, of course. And then you click send. Cool. And you can do about 30 of those per day on a LinkedIn account. There's also open profiles. So I'm going to go to this guy, click on his name, and he has LinkedIn Premium, so he might have an open profile. Let's click message Jim. There we go. Yeah. So what that means, if I click more and then click message, and this pops up, right, and it doesn't take us to Sales Navigator, it just pops up right here, then this guy has an open profile. Also at the bottom here, let me move my head again. It says free message, and it can ask why, and it'll say that it's an open profile. So these free messages means that you can message as many of these people as you want. Well, you can message like 800 per month, which is enough, right? And you can send a message directly to him without having to connect with him first. So it's not, sending a note. It's actually just sending however long you want the message to be. So we can copy and paste what we sent in the email. Hey, I just want to see if you're open to a partnership. I watched your most recent TikTok video, blah, 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 right? And you can send a message on here. So that's another way. Instead of having to connect with them, you can just send a message to the open profiles. Like I said, a lot of times the ones that are they have LinkedIn Premium, they usually have an open profile. But you can also go through and you can find other people. So let me click on this guy, random guy, right? We can see if he has an open profile by just clicking more and then message. Now, if it opens like it just did here, it opens Sales Navigator. If you don't have Sales Navigator, then it won't open for you. But it's saying that he wants to use a credit of mine. I have so many credits per month. Or I think sometimes if you don't have Sales Navigator, it'll just say, hey, you have 5 credits. Do you want to use your credit to send this guy a message? And you'll just say no, so that guy doesn't have an open profile. Cool. That's another way of doing it. Awesome. All right. Dopamine. Next up, we have Facebook. Now, you can just do the same thing where you're searching people on the Facebook business pages, right? And we can look up plumber, a certain location, whatever. and we can find people on here. And you can just send a message directly on here. And you can also, like I said, we can follow up from the email that we sent or from a text message that we sent or from any other platform. Or we can just say, hey, I wanted, you can't see it because my head is in the way. Again, I'm so sorry. Nope, there you go. Hey, I wanted to see if you're open to a partnership, blah, 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 right? You can say that at the bottom there. And you can just go back and forth and message all these people. We're going to go back here, click the next person, and then they have a WhatsApp option, but also a messenger option. You can also message people on WhatsApp, right? Message this person. Sometimes they'll have these, click to send this. Hey, can I ask you a question? And then it's just a chatbot thing, but you don't really need to do that. You can just type in whatever message you want. Cool. All right. That's Facebook. There's also Facebook groups. So here's a Facebook group of solar installers. You want to go to members. Let's just say you're in the solar niche. Members, and then you can go to members with things in common or just all the members as a whole. I'm going to go to members with things in common if it'll let me scroll to the bottom here. I guess not. Cool. There's no bottom. All right. What I like to do, though, is I like to just scroll through as much as I need to, right? I'm going to scroll. I have this really cool mouse. It'll just keep scrolling. And the reason I'm doing this is because there's a lot of people that are in this group that are probably not in the solar space. A lot of people that are probably in, they're selling marketing services, or maybe they're trying to get into solar or whatever. But we want to find people that are actually owners of solar companies. So I like to scroll through all this because a lot of it tells us, owner, founder of blah, 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 solar energy consultant, right? So we can see what these people do. This guy has a roofing company. So I can do Control F again, and I just look up solar, right? And here we can see we have 82 people. It says it up here. You can't see it, but 82 people that have the keyword solar within their title. So this guy, Chief Executive Officer of Enlightened Solar. Okay, that's a probably good guy to reach out to. So I can click here, message. My big head is in the way again, of course. And we can message this person, hey, I just want to see if you're open to a partnership. I can bring you 13 solar installs this month if you're open to chat. All right, this guy, another one, message, boom. All right. Solar energy consultant. This is a consultant, probably doesn't own a solar company, so probably might not be a good fit. Project manager, probably not the owner. Owner at whatever solar LLC. Awesome. VP of sales and marketing, not an owner. And we can just keep going. All right. Representative. All right. So this is a sales guy. President, owner. All right. We can reach out to this one. Right. So I like to look through, just scroll through, find people with that keyword that we're actually looking for, or we can just look up the keyword owner right up top. Owner. Or founder or CEO, right? Now we have 54 people that say they're owner. This guy, owner and CEO of SolarWise. Awesome. We can reach out to him. Cool. With Facebook, you can send about 50 messages per day and about 10 messages per hour. Awesome. SMS. Now you can get that list of phone numbers that we talked about in the beginning where you're scraping the lead lists. You can also use the same type of message templates that we were talking about before, the partnership type thing. You don't have to have personalization within the SMS, but we do want to add something at the beginning to preface that, hey, I know you don't know who I am type stuff, Because when you're texting someone, it's just a string of numbers that's reaching out to you. So if I text you, it's going to say 937-123-8729, right? Something random, right? Just those string of numbers doesn't identify who I am. But if I'm reaching out on Facebook, then they can click my profile. They can see I'm a real person, all that jazz. But if it's just a random number, then it could be a scam. And so we have to kind of say, hey, look, I'm not a scammer. I'm just a real person. I just wanted to reach out to you. I know you don't know me, stuff like that. So what I like to say is, hey, I know you don't know me, but I'm Karsten. I want to see if blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, I'm Karsten. I know this is random, but blah, 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 right? Then we can go into our message. Now, you can connect your phone to a tool called Intel Unison or Phone Link. If you're on a Mac, you can just use your native messaging app on the Mac. But I'm going to open Intel Unison here. It is a tool where you can use, you can connect your phone, add phone right here. Basically, it'll just let you text, call, just kind of manage your phone through your computer. It's pretty cool. So you can, take this list of phone numbers that you have here, and you can just text them, or this guy, right? 513. You copy that. You go to Intel Unison, and then you paste it in there. Well, it's not opening now. Cool. Or not. You paste the phone numbers in there, and then you just keep going, right? There's also strategies you can use to send out hundreds of messages on autopilot, so you don't have to sit here and send them one by one. Anyways, next up, calling. A lot of people don't want to do this because they're nervous about calling, and I was too when I first got started, but just do us all a favor and stop being a baby. And you're only trying to help people, right? You're not trying to hurt anybody. So you're going to call people because you're trying to help them. So anyways, you can get a list of contact phone numbers, right? You have the list that we already got. What we want to do is we want to send them a text first. Now, I made a video a couple weeks ago on how to do this, But you're going to send them a text first from the Intel Unison app or the phone link app or just using your computer, whatever, or just texting them from your phone. And you're just going to text them saying, hey, first name, this is Karsten. Can I call you real quick? And then you call them directly. And then you're just going to use the partnership copy. So I just text them, and then 10 seconds later, I just call them. And then I say, hey, is this blank? Yeah, it is. Do you own this blank company? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. I just want to see if I could, partner up with you. I have the system that's working well for me that gets me blah, 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 blah. And you keep going. You can watch that cold calling video. I have some live calls where I show you me actually calling people and getting it done. So that should help you out. Now, the last strategy, so Facebook works pretty well. SMS works even better. Calling works even better. YouTube works the best, right? Now, it is a long-term play, but it is really not that hard. I think I say this all the time, but nobody does it, bro. Just do it. You can find your audience and what they're responding to by looking at other channels and popular videos. So I just looked up plumber marketing, right? This guy popped up. He doesn't do plumber marketing, but he helps construction companies, okay? So does construction companies. I look at his videos, latest videos, and go to most popular videos, and we can see people really like how to start a successful construction company in 2024, 33,000 views. 15 tips on construction biz, how to win more construction bids, whatever. 25,000 views. How to get more construction leads fast, 21,000 views, all right? 27 ways of getting construction leads. Okay, cool. These people are really interested in getting construction leads. He makes consistent videos. About 1 to 3% of these are going to book a call with him or click on one of his links, whatever, right? So if we're getting 100,000 views and 1% of those are converting, that's crazy. That's 1,000 booked calls. That's crazy, right? So we can get a ton of views and a ton of clients just from a very few amount of views. So if we had 100 views, we could get 1 to 3 calls from just 100 views. You can even get more than that. I've had videos where I had 500 views and I got like 20 calls out of 500 views, right? And so we don't need to have a huge audience. We all start from zero. I started from zero. You can even look at my channel. I don't even know if this is the right channel. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go to view my channel. And we have videos. And we have the oldest first, right? Look at my oldest videos. Test if your emails are going. Look at, I use the same thumbnail photo every time. Never do this with the cold email campaign. Should we build rapport, right? This time I had 2,000 views, 2.9 thousand views. That's crazy, right? I started from nothing. And it's just very simple. Is Reune Yellow Page Scraper worth it? How I made 10K in 3 weeks from my Facebook automation, right? And these videos started to gain more traction. Like this video got a lot of views for me at the time. That Seamless AI, I actually got a lot of clients from this video right here. Is Seamless AI worth it? Just reviewing a software, right? And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos in. Only 8 videos in. And I did 2 videos a week. So this is like 2 months in, right? Actually, the first like 4 or 5 videos I created all in one day. So it was really easy. So anyways, I recommend you doing that. It's a long-term play, but you can get a ton of clients and it is completely free. All you got to do is upload the video, right? And you can look at these videos. All they are is just Loom videos, me just sitting here for 20 minutes talking just like I am right now. This really didn't take much effort for me to make this video, right? I just created this slideshow presentation. I've been recording for about 29 minutes and 4 seconds, and I'm just going to upload it to YouTube. So it's really not that difficult. You can get a ton of leads and calls from this strategy. If you want a system to consistently get 120 sales calls per month, using 15 different untapped strategies that no one's using that'll get you a 20 to 40% response rate, and you want to have it all automated, then you can book a call directly with me below. We help you set up the automation systems, we scrape the lead list for you, we create the outreach scripts, and we give you all the tools that you need. And if you're not getting consistent calls on autopilot, then you don't pay us anything. So if you're interested in that, book a call below. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.